So a lot of the like deep meditators in the Western tradition, sometimes it's like they're just, it's all about just like you said, very slow. Like, okay, yes, you're going to get there, but it's a very slow process. Then that's the tradition.
Yep.
But like the emotional content of that process sometimes is like, it's just like, okay, they just let it happen very slowly, unravel slowly. Don't engage, in the narrative around that. Just let that fade away. Whereas these processes are like, no, shamanic processes are like, no, that's energy that we have to deal with that. And so I think there with ayahuasca, it's very, thank you, Cable. It's very, it's very visceral. We've had like people who are big time meditation teachers that, they seem like to be over all their issues, but then there is still stuff. And then when they get into ayahuasca, it's like, whoa, there was a lot of stuff. Like there was some nitty gritty visceral stuff that was subconscious, was more incarnated, was more in the body, was more animal, that wasn't about transcendence of the mind or of the attention or of the awareness, but was about a fuller being that acknowledges the material side of our existence, the flesh, that it's part of that it's part of the creation of the illusion of the whatever, in the continuum of understanding that's something that's real, and that is also has a spiritual connection and an ethereal transcendent connection, that's the nature of how we experience the transcendence, is through our brain or through our body, that it's part of it somehow. And so I think that, to me, and there's research with like ketamine and mindfulness that's very interesting and very exciting, and to do all that. But to me, it's like, how do you help people work through this emotional stuff that's going to help them come to a stillness, that they can be comfortable in the stillness, that there isn't some unaddressed, unprocessed feeling that's nagging, that's digging away, that's hurting, that physically disturbs them, that is there. And then in that stillness, that the further step two in the metaphysical understanding, on the shamanic understanding, is that it's not just a stillness, it's like it's a connection.